everyone, it is Toby here. We are back in the garage gym and we are doing, for the first time in a few weeks, some heavy deadlifts. That is right, we are working up to a heavy triple today. We're going to be doing 260 kilograms. The first time we are going back up to properly heavy deadlifts since the small back tweak a couple weeks ago. And I'm really excited for it. And if you are too, please be sure to go down below, hit like on the video and subscribe if you are new to the channel, because we have just blast past 1,000 subscribers and we are continuing to grow massively, and I'm really enjoying making these videos, so please be sure to hit like, go and subscribe. But let's get into a bit of a session plan for today. So I've already spoiled what we are going to be doing. First, we're going to be working up to a heavy triple on the deadlift, hopefully making it look really nice and easy. We have moved to a heavy week, light week sort of program for the top sets of our heavy compound. So this is going to be our heavy week of deadlifts, going for a 260 triple. Should be really nice and fun. And then we're going to drop the weight down and go for some sets of 10 beltless Romanian deadlifts. We are working that weakness in my core bracing and really smashing it hard after this top set of deadlifts. It's going to be brutal. But then we drop the weight a little bit further down and go on to the bent over barbell row, just to get a heavy barbell movement through the upper back for this rowing. And then we move on to the cable stack, where we're going to be doing lat pull downs and seated cable rows just to finish the back off. And then right at the end, we're going to hit up some grip. I'm not sure what yet, but I'm going to decide that as we go through the session. But that is the session plan. I'm really looking forward to get stuck in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop waffling, get cracking, and show you a few of my warm-up sets. Warm-ups felt really smooth and solid, which is what we like to see. 220 is the heaviest I've gone in a couple of weeks now since the back tweak, and it felt lightning fast, super easy, super smooth, super comfy, not a peep from the back whatsoever. So absolutely no problem now to go up to 260 and absolutely smash that top set. That is how we do it. That is how we come back from a small injury and blast up heavy weights super easily. That moved the best 260 could have possibly moved. It felt really smooth. My PB on 260 is 5 reps in competition, and I could definitely have matched that there. That felt really good. So the light week, heavy week seems to be pretty good. The back feels absolutely perfect. But there is one little thing I have changed about my setup on the deadlift that I'm not sure if I mentioned in my video about how I am overcoming the back injury. But I think it has helped make sure that my form, upon the point at which I pull from the floor for the first rep, is absolutely nailed on and technically perfect. So I'll set the camera up on the tripod and I'll do a little bit of a talking tutorial about what exactly I've changed, because it might be quite helpful for you guys. Okay, so I've got a bit more of a side-on angle for you guys so you can see exactly what I mean by this really small, tiny change. And obviously, There's still 260 on the bar. I'm not going to deadlift it, but I'm just going to show you how my setup has changed. Honestly, it is the tiniest little thing that you probably wouldn't even notice in my setup that's different, but it is absolutely making a difference. So as you guys know, if you've seen all my warm-ups in this video, I set up like so. I put the belt on and then I bend down to put the straps on, and this is where the difference comes. So before, I'd put the belt on and I just bend down, put the straps on, then I'd sit into it, do the roll and lift. But what that was causing me to happen is when I was hyped up for the top set, I'd go down, put the straps on, and then I'd be so eager to lift. I'd roll it as I was sitting down, so it would roll forward, and then I'd sit down on the way back in. But that caused my hips to be really high, so when I came off the floor, it was my lower back doing all the work. Now the change that I made on those 260s there, that I've been focusing on the last couple deadlift sessions, is when I put the belt on and I initially go down to the bar to put the straps on, I go down as if I have just locked out a deadlift. So normally I've locked out a deadlift and I put it down back into my deadlift starting position and then I come up. So I make sure that when I put the straps on, that I sit down into it like so, and then at this point, my hips are already low and I'm already in my starting position. And then even when I do the small roll, my hips stay low and it's my hamstrings and my quads that are doing the brunt of the work getting off the floor. And I know that seems really, really simple and really, really easy to get the grasp of, but for me, because I'm so hyped using smelling salts ready to grip and rip it, I don't necessarily think about it in the top set. And on the warm-ups, I'm just lifting normally because they're lighter weights. This is what I mean by you have to do your warm-ups the exact same as the top set, because things like that happen where something so small like that, which you don't think is making a difference, can actually cause you to get injured. So hopefully that's been a bit of use for you guys. I know not all of you are going to set up in the same way that I do, but I actually thought of it while watching a few powerlifters set up. Obviously powerlifters don't use straps, and instead of going down, gripping the bar and then hinging into it, they go down into their deadlift position like that and just pull. And I was like, why am I not doing that with the straps? And as you can see, it's made a hell of a difference. So that there is absolute proof that I am still learning, even on the most basic simple movements like the deadlift that I've been doing forever. I'm always thinking about and looking to improve my form while increasing the weight. And it's something very important that you have to take a step back and do when you're lifting, is be very critical of yourself. Not overly critical, because just because someone on the internet's form is perfect doesn't mean that form is perfect for you. I mean, look at the a million different ways people squat and the a million different ways people bench with different width grips and stuff. It's the exact same on the deadlift. Different people are built differently for a deadlift. But for me, doing that and getting into my starting position while putting the straps on just keeps that cue of keeping my hips low and letting my legs do the grunt work of the power off the floor. And yeah, I just thought it was a really interesting thing to share that I've sort of been working on in the background a bit, and it was really showing on that 260 triple there that I put it into practice well. So again, hopefully that's been useful for you guys. But now let's jump straight into the beltless RDLs. These are another thing that are fixing a weakness in me, which is my core bracing. I'm very good at core bracing, but as a deadlift, my weakness is in the core. My legs are strong, my back's strong. It's keeping that core locked that is the weakness. So I'm working on it, and soon it won't be the weakest. So beltless RDLs up next. They're going to be brutal. Sets of 6 to 10. Here they are. Well, they were bloody brutal. Yeah, RDLs at the best of times are nasty, but beltless adds a whole new challenge. But that's what you have to do when you're working on weakness like that, is go out of your depth into beyond your comfort zone, all of that jazz. But 2 sets of 10 smashed out. You could see that my glutes and hamstrings were the limiting factor there. The core actually felt really, really solid, so pretty pleased with that. But now we're going to move on to the bent over rows. Going to stick at 150 kilos as it is 3 sets of 6 to 10. I don't expect to get sets of 10 each time round because, as I said, I am proper knackered now, but going to try my best, smash out some sets. I'll film 2 of them for you guys, stick them in a montage, same as the RDLs there, and then, yeah, it's going to be brutal. Let's get it done. Unbeknownst to me, that was actually a bent over row PB. My heaviest weight on bent over rows ever before was 145, and I could have sworn I'd done 150 before, but that was actually on Pendlay rows. So to get that for 2 sets of 8 and a set of 6, when the rep range is 6 to 10 on a PB weight, is immense. That is awesome. And the form wasn't super cheaty. It was a little bit of body English, but otherwise really, really good. So that is a massive, massive positive, because obviously I was nowhere near fresh doing those. So that was, yeah, a massive surprise that was a PB for me. But really, really pleased with how they moved. I'm knackered. My glutes and my hamstrings have just given up completely. So luckily enough, it is cable stack stuff now to finish off the back. But yeah, I am feeling pretty knackered now. So yeah, really, really good session so far though. It's actually going way better than I expected it to. Sometimes you get into a session and you just know it's going to be awesome. Sometimes you come in and you surprise yourself, and this was definitely a surprise myself session. Coming in, I didn't feel as energetic as I did last back day. I came in, got it done, and we're hitting PBs without even realising. So that is awesome, that is amazing. But now it is the lat pull downs and the seated rows. I will film a couple sets of each of them and put them together in a small accessory montage, as I usually do. We're going to smash them out, no chains or anything on it this week. Just going to do straight normal lat pull downs, and then we will finish the session because, yeah, I'm knackered. So 3 sets of each of those done. I filmed 1 of my lat pull downs and 2 of my seated rows. Once again, using the T-bar row handle on that because we discovered that it was an immensely useful attachment for the cable stack. But you might have also noticed that usually I would use straps on those, but today I went strapless because I've run out of time completely to do any grip work. So getting it in by doing strapless on my accessories is better than nothing. So unfortunately no grip in today's video, but a really, really solid back day and hopefully a really useful tip on the deadlift form. So there we have it, the end of an awesome deadlift and back day. I think you could probably tell I am shot. This one was usually over a 2-hour session. I managed to get it all done in an hour and 45. So we cut off a good 15 minutes to half an hour off the session today just by being quick between the rest times. and yeah, smashing ourselves silly with some heavy work today. But hopefully you guys did enjoy, and as I said, if that tip was useful, let me know in the comments below. But I've got to shoot off now, so hopefully you did enjoy the deadlift session. If you did, be sure to go down below, hit like and subscribe for more sessions on this channel. We're going to be doing some pretty heavy work in the near future, so make sure you stay tuned for that. But otherwise, I've been Toby. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.